Hello, raving fans. It's Diane Cardano with the August edition of the Hot Off the Press Market Report. I have quite a lot of exciting information to share with you this month. I'm going to dispel some myths that are keeping folks like you from making the right decision in today's housing market. There's a survey done this past month that asked people, what does homeownership actually mean to you? 55% said it's an achievement to be proud of. 42% said it's a good way to acquire equity. And 32% said it's mean to accomplishing a dream. They say homeownership is a dream come true. According to the Federal Reserve study done in the last 30 days, 81% of the renters indicate they would prefer to own a home than rent. The report broke down the non-financial and the financial reasons. Here are the non-financial reasons. 72% said they simply prefer to own. They want to be taking and be the king or the queen of their own castle. 42% liked that there were fewer rules. There's no landlord telling them what they can do or cannot do. And 23% said they just don't like to move. When you're renting, you're not sure at the end of the lease what's going to happen. Now, for the financial reasons, 44% said they want to build equity, and 44% recognize it's cheaper than renting. People are realizing that more and more now than so ever before. And 20% said it provides certainty of monthly payments. They want to know of what their expenses are going to be each month. I can understand that. Now, the Joint Center of Housing Studies at Harvard came out with a report where they took a look at people getting close to retirement. And what they revealed was that middle-class households near retirement age have about as much wealth in their homes as they do in their retirement account. So if we take the middle 20% of American households aged between 55 and 64, not the poorest, not the richest, the middle group, what we see is that 47% of the typical net worth is in a home equity. And that drops down to 27% in retirement accounts. So renters should realize that jumping into a house is crucially important, especially at a young age. It's like a forced savings account that will give them money later in their lives, money they can tap into, start a business with, help with kids through college, or especially as they're reaching retirement. So now I want to dispel these myths I mentioned at the beginning of the blog. This will surprise many of you, and these myths are keeping people from getting into the market today. First myth, I can't buy a house because I can't afford the down payment. The second myth is I love to own a house but I can't qualify for a mortgage. They think they need a very good credit score to buy a home, with 45% thinking a good credit score is over 780. Wow, that's high. And many assume an even higher, like 800. Let's look at the reality of the situation. In many cases, we're talking about 5% down or less, 3.5% from FHA. Some of them even have 0% down now. 11% of all the conventional loans are done with 3% down or less. FHA, again, it's 3.5%. So if you think they need 20%, in reality, loans are being done now with 3%. So myth one has been busted. So let's talk about FICO score. They thought they need what, 780, 790, 800? Well, folks, the average FICO score on approved mortgages today, conventional loans, is 757. And on FHA loans, it's 688, 100 points less than they think they need. It's their perception and not a reality. Now, mortgage credit availability is getting easier every day. Look at the last couple of years, it's growing very nicely. The higher that number is, the easier it is to get credit availability through mortgaging. IPIS did some research for us as well. The research indicates that 36% of renters in the 168 large metro area across the country, they could afford a 30-year fixed rate mortgage on a medium priced home. That's based on just 5% down at current mortgage rates. That's amazing. So the second myth has been busted. So that's a wrap for the August report. You think you can't buy a house? You can. There's not going to be a better time than now. The interest rate's supposedly going up. If you're considering selling a home or buying, you need to pick up the phone and give me a call. Time really is of the essence. The summer will be over before you know it, and selection will decrease, mortgage rates will be higher, so give me a call now. Thanks for sharing your time with me. Tune in next month for the latest news, and don't forget, if you want to sell your house fast in 26 days and keep those home selling sharks from painfully dragging out your home selling process, give me a call. I can give you a free home seller toolkit with my secret strategies guaranteed to sell your home in 26 days or less and beat the current average of 120 days on the market. If you're still a year out, consider planning to come to our next home selling seminar on October 20th at the Hilton Garden Inn in Plymouth Meeting. Just go to homesharkseminar.com and enjoy the rest of the summer.